Fire in the hole, let's cook a couple of steaks. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard barbecue grill. What I got going on for you today is I've got a couple of the most beautiful tomahawk steaks I've ever seen. And I gotta tell you, this one's mine. I'll tell you why. Because it's about 2.5 inches thick, and this is with my old lady. It's about 1 inch thick. You know, it'll be fine. She's not gonna eat that whole thing, let me tell you what. Now let's prep these up. I'm gonna prep them 2 different ways. Mine's gonna have, we're gonna put olive oil on both of them. We're gonna put some olive oil, that's my binder. I'm gonna slather on some olive oil all over those steaks. Now on my steak, I'm gonna use this. This is the Great Canadian steak seasoning that I got from Pepper Palace. I really like this stuff. You'll see why in a minute. It's a very chunky blend of salt, pepper, garlic, and some other spices, but it's really great for steak. It's awesome steak rub that I'm putting on there. I'm going to get it on there pretty thick, both sides. We're going to pat that in and let it kind of dry brine a little bit. So it does have salt in it, of course, and pepper. And we're going to get that like that. Now for my old lady steak, I'm going to put some of this. This is Montreal steak seasoning from McCormick, which is also good stuff. And I'm going to get that on her steak. It's almost the same thing, not quite. There's some little differences in the seasoning. But all in all, it'll be pretty much the same thing. And she's not going to finish that whole steak, so I'll probably have to eat most of it. It's not a hardship. Got a couple of beautiful tomahawks here. Okay, yeah, that McCormick steak seasoning is very nice Montreal steak seasoning. All right, I'm going to get them seasoned up. I'm waiting for my fire to get hot. Then we're going to get these on the Santa Maria grill and get them cooking. I'm going to insert my thermometer into the thickest part of the big one. That's mine. And when it gets to 120, we'll drop the grill down and we'll give them a good sear. And I'll bring you back for that. Let me show you what it looks like on the grill. I'll get these cooking, so stay tuned. Okay, I've got the 2 tomahawk steaks on the Santa Maria grill. I'm going to drop it down just a little bit right now. Just a little. Just to keep it above that fire and smoke. And we're going to let that cook until we get an internal temperature on the big one of 120 degrees. Then we'll drop it all the way down. At that point, the coals will be really hot. They're just getting hot now. They'll be really hot, and we'll give them a good sear. And then it'll be time to take a taste and drink a beer. So stay tuned. My tomahawk steaks are just about to 120. It's time to take the thermometer out. Drop them down to the fire. Down as low as it'll go. Give them a flip, give them a good sear on one side, then we'll flip them on the other side. Ah, can you hear that cooking? Oh boy, they're getting a good sear. Look at that fire, look at those steaks. Just going to give them a couple of minutes on each side. Going to flip it over, then it'll be time to eat. So stay tuned. My his and hers tomahawk steaks are done. Gonna get a beer over here before I do anything else. Before I go any further, here's the Frosty Root Boy mug. Here's today's beer. Those steaks are resting. Lagunitas Super Cluster, a citra hopped mega IPA of interstellar proportions. I've had this before. It's excellent. Let's see if I can pour it without botching the pour, Rob. Right on camera, baby. Right on camera. Yes, it is. There it is. Oh boy, I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done, Rob. I would like you to come down and bartend for me, Rob, but it's not necessary. I finally learned how to pour a beer. Look, I got it done. I got a beautiful pour on that citra hopped super cluster. Let's take a sniff of that. Ah, it smells great. Let's quaff the froth off it, Rob. What do you think? Ah, that's awesome. You know what I forgot? A fork. But you know what? I don't know that I need one. I got my, I made a little dipping sauce. Kind of a Japanese steakhouse style dipping sauce with some soy sauce, some hoisin sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, and some spring onions. I'm gonna take a taste. I'm gonna cut a piece of this off here, right here. Hope it's rare enough to my liking. Probably won't be. I know it's hot, that's for sure. There we go. That's not too bad. Not too bad. It's off the end, so you know it's not going to look rare. But let me dip that in my Japanese dipping sauce and put that in my mouth. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't tell you how good that is. I gotta get another piece. I gotta get a more rare piece. I like it rare. Like my brother used to say, just walk it through a warm room. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let me get that piece right there in my mouth. Ah, rare steak. That's what I like right there. Let me dip that a little bit in that soy sauce and hoisin sauce. Babies, that's delicious. Let me tell you what. If you get a chance to get your hands on some tomahawk steaks, go for it. They are delicious. If you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go up in the iCard and see my buddy Rob, the barbecue pit dog. He and I drink a beer every week here. Sometimes I have to get Rob to pour the beer for me because I botched the pour. But not this week, Rob. Got it done, baby. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. Okay, babies, that's my video. Root Boy out. See you next week. Bye.